name is Fernando Perdomo, and I'm a record producer. I love music, and I love all types of music. So it's very rare to say that I actually have a favorite album of all time. And that album is War Babies by Daryl Hall and John Oates. This is a very special and very unique album that has a very sordid history. Daryl Hall and John Oates started off in 1969 as an acoustic folk act playing coffee shops. They ended up creating an album called Hall Oates that got them signed to Atlantic Records via Ahmet Ertegun. They had a little bit of the blue-eyed soul that was going to come later that really came for their second album, which was their breakout success, Abandoned Luncheonette, with the song She's Gone. Now, something really crazy happened around that time. They were opening up for David Bowie and the Spiders from Mars, which was a very important Kismet event. Daryl and John looked at that and said, we should go psychedelic. Now, something probably also happened at the same time, and David Bowie probably said, I should make an album in Philadelphia and go blue-eyed soul. Well, that record that David Bowie made was called Young Americans. The album that Daryl and John made was called War Babies.
When they say, how you doing? Is it really me or you? You say you believe me. Maybe you've been dreaming. When you say it's me, oh, broken down, don't you know it's me? Oh, broken down inside, you say it's me. Oh, broken down inside, it's me.
The album was not a success at all. This led to Daryl and John being dropped from Atlantic Records, which led to them getting signed to RCA, and the next record, the Silver Album, had Sarah Smile, and that was the meteoric rise that led to their huge success in the 80s. This record is really interesting, and I wanted it to have a 50th anniversary re-record using people that love the record, and that is Babies of War Babies, which is coming out now, and it has some incredible people on it, and I couldn't be more excited about giving these songs a new sound and a new life, because these songs are fantastic and they need to be discovered. And everybody on the record are fans of the record, people that have heard the record since they were kids. It was really, truly a labor of love. So this is Babies of War Babies, the 50th anniversary tribute to Daryl Hall and John Oates and the production of Todd Rundgren.
First time I listened to War Babies, it was with my friends, and I remember just leaving the house not being able to get the album off my mind. It was my first real introduction to Hall & Oates, and it quickly became one of those albums that I just kept on repeat. When I started to kind of shape my musical taste independently, that record really played such a big part in it. Beanie G was my favorite song on the album, and it would always be on rotation, and I'd always sing it with my friends, taking turns doing the lead, doing the BDVs. So I was stoked when I was asked if I wanted to sing the song on the album.
Why comes knocking? Oh, Beanie G. What can you play? Don't be no punk, don't be no candy ass. Don't flunk the test and then expect to pass. Don't understand it yet.
Hey, this is Bonfiglio. Having grown up in Philadelphia, Todd Rundgren and Hall & Oates were two names that are really part of my DNA. Seeing them together on paper seemed like a real dream, but what actually transpired was kind of a dystopian, experimental album of almost inaccessible songs to the lay Hall & Oates listener. But for just those reasons, I love this record and didn't come to appreciate it till much later. And the irony is, Todd Rundgren was just beginning Utopia and making a dystopian record. I did Is It a Star, which is a fantastic song. John Oates kind of helmed that song, and the middle section is such a beautiful mash of synthesizers and guitars and dystopian craziness. And I'm grateful to have been part of this wonderful project. So thank you to everybody.
Say they meet you on the street and say they had a crush on you for a year or two. Maybe it was 3.